Good morning. Welcome to Back at It Bosses. Back at It Bosses about finding our way home through self-value, through what is important, through what is meaningful to our lives. It's the very thing that gives us a return back, right? It's meaningful to us and it gives us something back. You know, some of us, we value material because it makes us look good. We value our car. Some of us value our relationship, right? And when we value relationships, like we value being connected to people, really making that connection, it places something within us that makes us very patient with people because we want to make a connection, because in reality, everybody wants to be heard. The man that's laying on the couch talking to the doctor, he wants to be heard. The man that's laying in the bed with the woman laying in the bed and they talk in pillow talk, they want to be heard, right? So people that value relationship, they value connecting with other people. I mean, just think about this. Just imagine coming so close to somebody, but you're not close to them, you don't really make that connection. There's something missing. But people that value relationship and they see relationships like gold, their purpose, their aim is to really make a connection with this human being, because this human being is so valuable. The human being is full of richness. And sometimes when you're dealing with people, we try to only give what is popular, what is acceptable, what people want to hear. But the person that values relationship want to hear it all. I mean, all. No judgment, no judging, standing on a high podium looking down at you as a human being. When you value connecting with human beings, you want to know this person because it is the symbol of gold, right? And this is your authentic self. Sometimes we find value in things that are not so popular. They're not necessarily wrong, but they're not popular. We find value in things that are not socially accepted. We find value in things that to the world it's a disappointment. It's shame. And this part of the value in self, or knowing what is meaningful to us, it gives us a return back. But it is a lowly value. It is a part of the self that we might find disgusting, shameful, fear of someone knowing. It's the part of the self that we don't cut for. Like I said in another video, man, I cut for old girl. I cut for old boy, that's my partner. You really enjoy being around this person. Then vice versa. You don't cut for yourself. You don't like yourself because of some of your lowly values, your lowly desires, or your worldly desires, or your unpopular desires. These are a value. And if we don't face these values, right or wrong, low or shameful, unpopular or popular, if we do not face these values, we do not get to know ourselves. Let me tell you, there's a trick to that. I'm going to tell you what happens to those values. Now, we quick to share our high values or our popular values, things that are meaningful, important to us. And I'm not saying that you got to share it, but I'm saying share it with yourself. Like, if you don't share it with yourself, if you don't acknowledge that part of yourself that you don't cut for, but you value, this shameful act, or you value this loathful act, but you don't cut for it. You value it because it's something that you like doing, but you don't cut for it enough to show the world. So you cover. And this is how you cover. When we refuse to deal with ourselves, what happens, we usually see ourselves in other people. You might find yourself, or I can use me, I may find myself down in somebody about what I don't like in them. You might find yourself talking about, man, I don't like that dude because the way he move like that. He must be this, he must be that. But what you're doing, you're really exposing yourself, because you won't work on your lowly value. You won't acknowledge your lowly values. You project the very person that you won't work on, they're very nasty, they're very shameless, on other people. See, this is a dead giveaway to somebody that's woke, somebody that can see. If you always find your friend or somebody close to you, they just don't like this person. It's just something about that person. I don't like him. I don't like her. The way she wear her dress, how she thinks she. This is you that you're pointing out because you won't face your lowly values. You won't face that part of yourself that might be disgusting, that might be shameful, or just might not be popular.